Hey man, say man, it's your boy DJ back at it again with another banger. So everyone's kind of been, making their top 50 lists, and I kind of want to make one too. So shout outs to Oprah for kind of getting this thing started. I know everybody is kind of like reacting to his list, and people are saying that it's pretty shitty. Uh, but hey, all lists are kind of subjective. I will do a reaction to his top 50, but I figured I might as well do some too. Start a little debate between everybody. It's all subjective, so no one's list is gonna be perfect. No one says that their list is perfect. Um, but it's just something good to get into, something to talk about with the new season starting. So far we're about 6, 7 games in. Every team has pretty much played about 6 or 7 games now. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. All these teams are looking good. Some players are improving. Other players are, regressing. So here's I'm gonna go through one by one with my list, and y'all could like it or y'all could not like it. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But let's get into it. So at 50, I have DeAndre Ayton. So I don't really got nothing to say. Like he's just like he projects out well. So I just put him at 50. You know what I'm saying? Next we have Sabonis. You just got to put him there. He made an all-star team now. He's progressing. But I honestly think with the addition of Victor Oladipo, he's not going to make too many more strides forward. I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. De'Aaron Fox. He's just slowly improving, man. One of the fastest guards in the league. Sacramento is, I think they're going to a good. They're all right. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. Some news came out today talking about trade Marvin Bagley. I guess his pop said something today, and we're gonna see how that goes. So by the time this is out, maybe Marvin Bagley may be traded. Who knows? But De'Aaron Fox is their glue guy, and he's projects to be top 50 player. Zach Levine. Zach Levine honestly could be higher. He could be higher, but he's not. He's not. And he's improving from being just a dunker to being like a number one option. But at the end of the day, his teams are still trash. And he's Devin Booker East. If we're just going to be real, with more athleticism, and of course you got to take the shot away. So that's just my opinion, though. Next we have D'Lo. He's made an all-star team before. Him and Cat are honestly underachieving. If they don't make the playoffs this year, you have two guys that are in the top, or in my top 50 at least, that really should be making some strides forward. So we'll see what they can do. But yeah, he changed the Brooklyn culture low key before he went to Golden State, and now he's in Minnesota. So hopefully him and Cat could do the damn thing. Next, I got Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo, to a lot of people, he was injured. To me, how I'm doing like my rankings is kind of like a little bit of your history, where you project out, like potential wise, and then a little bias, right? A little bias. And I'm an Oladipo fan, man. Like I really want him to succeed and come back through his injury. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope he might not have it, but I just think that like this season he'll slowly ease into it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But yeah, I got him at 45. 44, I got Mr. Gordon Hayward, man. Gordon Hayward is he's doing well. I see he's been like shooting with LaMelo and stuff like that, being a good example for the team. Charlotte isn't doing so bad. So Gordon Hayward is on the up and up. I think it was a good move for him. Maybe not playing wise, but just for the fact that he was looking at being a number 4 option, and you have your catastrophic injury, and you're a number 1, but you like really came to be a number 2, but then you got dropped to a number 4. I don't think that really suited him. I think he thinks that he's getting back to the old Gordon Hayward, and he was like, "Yo, I gotta secure this bag," which he secured the bag, and he's leading Charlotte. Of course, he's Charlotte's best player right now. And he's doing well with them. So shout out to Gordon Hayward, another one of those guys that's coming back from major injury, and I'm rooting for it. 43, I got Middleton. I mean, not Middleton. I have Andre Drummond. He's just solid, right? Double doubles all the way across his like career, basically. Rebounder. You know what I'm saying? He gets you your points. He's always been on a trash team, but there's something that should be said about consistency, and I just think that, he has that. 42, I have Middleton. It might be a little low to some people just because he was a number 2 option, but like coming into this season, of course, he's a number 3 option, and, I had to slide him back. He showed he can do a little bit in the playoffs, but he wasn't really like, he's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good skill player, whatever, but I can't put him any higher than 42. 41, I have Blake Griffin. Another guy that's like real injury prone. Like, he could honestly fall off this list. But this is one of my bias picks. I just feel like a healthy Blake. I looked at this like if everyone's healthy, right? So healthy Blake is still one of the best forwards in the league. Hopefully he gets traded from the Pistons, since the Pistons are the Pistons. Sorry, Crispy Flakes. You know what I'm saying? I know you love your Pistons, but they don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they drafted Killian Hayes anyway. But hey, shout out to Killian Hayes. Hopefully he recovers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Kyle Lowry at 40. Some lists had him higher in like the top 30, 25-ish range, I think. But I've never really been a believer in Kyle Lowry. Like, I feel like if Kyle Lowry would have showed up a little bit more, DeMar DeRozan wouldn't have been traded. DeMar DeRozan's one of my guys. He's a Cali kid, you know what I'm saying? So I banks with him, tough. But hey, I got him at 40. I'm not a Kyle Lowry hater, but I just think that at sometimes he could be a little overvalued. But he is I would say he's their number 1 option now. Maybe Pascal Siakam's their number 1 option, but Fred VanVleet is also on the come up as well. So that's my reasoning on him being a little lower on my list than other lists. 39, I have Ja Morant. Just because he has so much potential, man. His potential is off the scales. I know that he hasn't been in the league long, but I mean, rookie of the year, and he led that Memphis team. If Jaren Jackson doesn't get hurt, who knows? And also, Jaren Jackson is not on my list. Yeah. Jaren Jackson didn't make my list. I just can't see someone, being injured. And then I'm going to kind of contradict myself by having Zion on my list. I know. But he's not Zion, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. 38, John Wall, man. This is my bias pick, man. Like, John Wall has been always one of my favorite guards. And I think that he'll come back. He's come back, preseason and played pretty well. I think John Wall could could average if Harden stays on the team. You know what I'm saying? Also, number two. This is why I wear number two. This is actually my jersey. This isn't a fake jersey. This is my jersey. If y'all don't know, yeah, I'm in the Air Force. So yeah, like John Wall, dynamic guard, speedy guard, athletic guard, has vision, has all of it, defensive guard. He has it all, right? He doesn't really have a shot like that, but I feel like you've been injured so long, your shot should have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? And I expect John Wall to, come back and average this season, maybe 18 and like 18 and 7 a game, you know what I'm saying? And if Harden leaves, he could easily jump up to 22 points a game. And if he jumps up to 22 and 8, maybe a steal and a half a game, there's no reason that people would be able to keep him out of being one of the top 10 guards in the league. Point guards, not guards overall, but one of the top 10 point guards in the league. And that's top 50. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my reasoning behind that. Like I say, I kind of do pull for the guys that got injured. I root for them guys, man. So shout out to John Wall, man. And he was on the Wizards. I live in DC now, so Maryland, near the DC area. So yeah. Brandon Ingram is 37. He could have been higher. And I almost did have him higher. Actually, I had him on my list twice, and I just picked the lower one to keep. But he just got the bag. They're trying to make him the franchise player or one of the franchise players aside from Zion for the team. Made his first All-Star, even though he was like was he voted in or was he a replacement? Or was Booker the replacement? I don't know. But I could only put him 37. I think he's still like really he forces a lot of stuff, but you can tell that he's going to be a guard or forward, whatever you want to call him, wing. That is going to make multiple All Stars eventually. He's just got to kind of just find himself, but just the way that his numbers will look, you have to just throw him in there. You know what I'm saying? So 37 is where he goes for me. I have Jaylen Brown at 36. Now, people are going to be like, whoa. But I just feel like Jaylen Brown will kind of project out a little bit better. His role is a little bit more defined, and he's on a better team, which I think the accolades, when you start like looking at that stuff like that, like playoff success, it's something to be said, even though he's not a number one. He still carries a brunt of the load, and especially coming into this season, I expect him to be the number two, actually, jumping over Kemba. Although I have Kemba ahead now, I do believe by the end of the season, or at least next season, Jaylen Brown will have to be over Kendall Walker. So yeah, that's 36 right there. Slightly ahead of him, I got CJ McCullum, man. CJ McCullum he's a baller. He's a baller. What can I say, man? He's scoring. He can score it. You know what I'm saying? With the best of them. Him and Damian Lillard are a great backcourt. They're kind of a small backcourt. But CJ will come to ball injured, bubbles, playoff, don't matter. This man is coming. He will not. He don't kind of fold. He don't fold. You know what I'm saying? So I got CJ at 35, man. Slightly better than Brown. I don't think we could really say Brown, just because Brown hasn't had as much of a load. I didn't want to put Brown ahead of him, but next 2-3 years, Jaylen might go above him as well. 34, I have Vucevic. He's kind of a guy I just kind of had to just throw in there, man. I mean, multiple All-Stars. He's on a trash team every year, you know what I'm saying? You kind of feel bad for the guy, you think that Aaron Gordon or like Terrence Ross. They're like his next best guys, and they're like not like trash, but they're just in that like late lottery or maybe will make the playoffs like in limbo, and they just can't get him anybody good like that. Sucks about that Jonathan Isaac injury last year, and then Markelle Fultz goes down, so we'll see what Cole Anthony can do. But we'll see. This is just right there, like a solid big. Um, so I kind of just had to put him there. That kind of felt like a right place to kind of just toss him in there. You know what I'm saying? But I'd pick McCullum and Brown and Ingram before him for sure if I was just on a pickup game. But you gotta respect the All-Star. You gotta respect him getting his bag and his worth to his team. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. 33, I got Drew Holiday, man. Drew Holiday is a bucket, smooth bucket, one of the best two-way players in the league, man. I mean, I know he's not Kawhi, Jimmy Butler, and PG, and Tatum and Brown, but I did put him in front of Brown, but he's still solid as hell. And then if you was looking at like all the videos that came out over summer, he was just taxing everyone. So I'm happy to see that he left the Pelicans, got traded from the Pelicans, and actually can go to a team that could really make some noise. He could end up being the difference maker, being their second best player on the Bucks. So high expectations on him. Hopefully he can live up to them. But yeah, come on, Drew. If you watch Drew, Drew's a bucket, man. Drew's a bucket, and he'll defend and clamp you up. Kendall Walker, I put 32, slightly ahead of Drew. Just because he's had to be a number one before, and although he was in Charlotte, right? Like it's Charlotte, so of course he didn't have success like that. But I mean, he got him to a playoff series or two, as a small guard too, 6'5", 5'11". That pound for pound skill just to get to the league, you know what I'm saying? Has to be factored in, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how he comes back from his injury. I think he has like an ankle or a knee injury or something. I don't know if he got like a plasma injection or what, but hopefully he comes back and he comes to ball, because the Celtics could be real threats. They look even though they lost Gordon Hayward. I mean, when you add Tristan Thompson, which is a big that they needed, and then even Jeff Teague, it's a lot to say. They'll have a lot to say in the playoffs, I do believe. Let's see. 31. I got Bam. I couldn't put him like dumb high. Like some lists had him like 15 or 18 or something like that. I was like, he's kind of like what does Oprah say? Real sweaty. You know what I'm saying? He's just a sweaty player. But yeah, at the end of the day, he's still like an undersized big. But he got the bag too, since Giannis decided to stay in Milwaukee, and he's just a great player. Huge block in the playoffs versus Jason Tatum. So really can't take nothing away from him. But like this, me personally, 31's about right. 30, Rudy Gobert. A supermax guy. I think defensive player. You kind of gotta put him in the top 30. You know what I'm saying? You just have to. But he's one of those people too. I kind of pick a few other guys before him, even though I put him 30. But you can't really, he got the bag for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He alters shots, and you can put your whole defense and hide weaker players because you have such a force in Rudy Gobert. So 30 for him. I got Pascal 29. Honestly, I could switch them, but Pascal got that championship experience being the number 2 behind Kawhi. So I feel like Pascal is actually taking a step back. He's not having such a great year. At least I haven't heard anything from him and the Raptors. I don't know. Is he even playing? Like, that's how quiet he's been. I had to ask that. But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm saying this now. If someone watches this months from now, like, yes, he could fall. He could fall. 28. DeMar DeRozan, my Cali kid. You know what I'm saying, man? Cali, hey, stop playing with Miz. Stop playing with Miz. He's still that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's still putting up great numbers. He's still putting up 22 plus a game. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he's putting up, he's still. I don't know what the Raptors are gonna do. Not Raptors, Spurs are gonna do with him though, because it seems like they want to go with the younger. They want to go the young route. Hopefully they could get a trade for him. I know he was pretty much hoping that he would have got traded to the Lakers, but it's looking like that's not gonna happen. Maybe he gets traded to Miami. Maybe he gets traded to the Warriors next year for one of their top 8, 9 picks, because Minnesota's probably gonna be trash. We'll see. I do believe that there'll be something in his cards. There'll be something in the cards for him. But hopefully he can get somewhere besides San Antonio, because San Antonio's gonna rebuild. 27, Murray. Hey man. I mean, he went off in the bubble. He had a good playoff series. Actually, the last 2 years, I think he's had a pretty good playoff series. And he's showing that he could be that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's showing that he could be that guy. He's not the number 1 yet, but he is. He's a rising star in this league, man. And the youth that he has, being a young bull, the sky is the limit. He throwing up 40 points, 50 points, whatever in the playoffs. You deserve it. He definitely deserves it to be in that consideration. And then last but not least, at 26, I got Zion. Not a huge sample size of him in the league, but he's so unique, strong, athletic. Of course, he's short for his size, but we've never seen anything like him because of the size and the strength and we've seen different versions of it, but in bigger bodies. You know what I'm saying? So it's really going to be interesting if he can hold up to see how a full season could, what type of impact he can make in a full season. You know what I'm saying? But Zion 26. So this is my 50 through 26, man. For my top 50 players. Let's see. Yeah, let me know where how those rankings are. What would you change? What did I mess up on? Let me know. I'll definitely write y'all back in the comments and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it for the video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes. Aye.